Let's face it, most of us are really bad at taking care of ourselves. But never fear, today I've got a way to spice it up. Hey, it's Jones Loflin. Welcome to Insights from the Jones Zone, where I give you a way to master your week in 3 minutes or less. If you've followed my work for any amount of time, you know I wrote a book with Todd Music called Juggling Elephants. And in that book, we compare managing your work in life to running a circus. That circus has 3 rings: a work ring, a relationship ring, and a self ring. Of those 3 rings, which one do we struggle to have quality acts in most often? You got it, the self ring. And at a Juggling Elephants training program last week, I had one of the participants give me a fantastic model on how to take a more comprehensive look at self-care. She says the reason we don't do a better job of it is because we don't know how. We don't know what areas to really focus on. So here's the SPICES model. I'm still looking at who created it and who to give credit to, but here are the basic tenets of the SPICES model. You can read more about it in my blog or in the comments in this YouTube video. The S is for social. We're wired to be connected to other people instead of isolating ourselves. How are you doing there? The P is physical. Everything from rest to exercise to healthy eating. The I is intellectual. But I have to think all day at work, you say. Well, this is different. It's learning a new skill or going outside your normal area of focus to do something new. My wife is learning to play the guitar, and while it's been very hard, she says she's loved that fresh challenge of stretching her mind around something different. The C is creative. Not the same thing as intellectual, but it's creative problem solving, thinking outside the box, just challenging your mind in new and different ways. Sure, it could be arts and crafts. For me, a recent one was cooking. I was learning how to make meat jerky, so everything from creating the right amount of spices to cutting the meat correctly to baking it for the right amount of time. All those were fresh challenges. It invigorated me in ways that I hadn't planned on it doing. The E is emotional. Sure, lots of the things I've already mentioned might nourish you, but the bigger question is, what are the types of activities you ought to be engaged in to really replenish that emotional energy that's taken out by the busy rush of the day? Finally, the S at the end is spirituality. What are you connected to that's bigger than you? Prayer, religious practices, meditation, anything that reminds you, hey, that there's more out there than just you, even if it's something like volunteering. I'm still in the early stages of engaging with the model more in my daily routine, but I love the way it helps me to get a better handle on how I need to take better care of myself. And of course, I think that's an area we could all spend some more time on. I hope it's a fantastic week where you spice up your self-care. Thanks for spending a few minutes with me today in the Jones Zone.